I mean, it doesn't take a great mathematician to run the numbers on accidents or whatever
Yeah.
and figure out that's like, yeah, driving for a living is a dangerous thing. Well, specifically as a band, I think truckers are a little more protected because
Hmm.
they're like harnessed in these things,
Totally.
uh, no offense to truckers, but they're more often the ones that kill than get killed,
Yeah.
Uh,
So does self-driving take us to a safer place, you think, or to a more dangerous place?
you mean like
Self-driving
cars? Yeah, cars that,
automobiles.
yeah,
And
much
all of
safer,
the
much
ideas
safer,
that
much safer.
Elon has. You heard him talk about his underground, right? He's just like, I
Yeah,
dug a
the
hole.
hyperloop, the hyperloop.
I
Yeah.
just I started digging a hole in my parking lot. I love it. I love it. What a
Yeah,
crazy,
no, the
crazy
hyperloop. He
guy.
wrote he wrote a whole thesis on it
Yeah.
back in like 2012. Yeah, it's a fascinating idea. The idea that basically you could use, like how banks have those little vacuum chutes.
Yeah.
That might be old school. I don't know if they do that anymore. But
No, probably
the
not,
the
but
the capsules and then they shoot up. As a
yeah,
kid,
yeah.
that was
And in
really
the movie, I feel like they're still in old movies because it's kind of
yeah,
a thing.
yeah. And Elon Musk wants to basically make a tunnel that works like that, where you make like a vacuum, like where you take like oxygen out to make an anti-gravity sort of tunnel. And what that does is it enables us to move super fast and use very little energy
Yeah.
because there's not resistance.
Yeah. And you can go
Yeah,
miles down
what's
with
that thing? Because you go way down, way, way, way down into basically a little tube, and then you just get shot super
yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
I,
And
I, I
speed,
think you
yeah.
can go almost as fast as a plane, and it'd be way more productive than a plane, take up way less energy,
Yeah.
be way better for the environment, and possibly be way cheaper and way easier to mass. So, anyways, but yeah, as far as self-driving cars go, there absolutely would be safer.
Yeah.
Um, I think I've told a lot of people the next, like right now, you say political debates, and what comes into your mind? Guns, gun control,
Yeah.
healthcare, abortion, um,
Education too, eh?
education.
Yeah.
So one of the next great political debates, in my opinion, is going to be automobiles. Because
Mm.
what's going to happen is we're going to get to where 10 years from now, say all cars are going to be self-driving, and maybe,
Oh, policy has to do it. That's the
well,
only way
so
it will
so
change.
what's going to happen? Yeah, exactly. So let's say half the population has self-driving cars and half don't,
It's a
and
disaster.
more concentrated liberal voting areas in big cities, say Chicago, whatever.
Yeah.
You're going to see actually 70-80% of cars be self-driving, and eventually you're going to see some counties and some states start to mandate that you got to have a self-driving car, and there will even probably be governments where there'll probably be cars that can they can upload software. So because a lot of cars already have computers in them that aren't self-driving,
Yep.
and cars will make it possible for you to take it into the car dealership and they'll upload software so that your car can drive itself.
Yeah.
um, and so cars will be driving themselves. And then one day, a self-driven car of school children, a school bus that's self-driven,
Yeah.
will be doing its job. And a drunk redneck with a Confederate flag is going to get drunk at the bar and pull out. I don't know why he would be drunk at a bar at 9 a.m., but whatever, 8 a.m. But a guy will be drunk at home, and he'll get
Yeah.
in his truck and he'll kill a school
Yeah.
bus full of children. He'll knock them off the side of a road
That'll do it.
and he'll kill them, and then it'll be like boom, like from
If
that'll
there's a
ignite.
video of it, if there's a live video
Yeah.
of it, that's it. Remember
Oh yeah.
that turtle? Dude, after that turtle with the straw in its, that was it. Straws are
Yeah.
done. It
Well,
took one video.
with gun control, it had always been a debate, but I remember specifically the Sandy Hook elementary
Mm,
school shooting was when it was boom.
yeah,
Like that was
real.
that was everything, and that was sort of that was just everything that everyone talked about. It was like that was the thing. And it caused so much information and more so misinformation came
Yeah.
out of it. But I think that that's going to
Mm,
happen. That the next right versus left will be like right-wingers saying, yo, individual freedom and liberty, I get to drive my own damn car just like my father and my father before him and blah blah blah, you
Yeah.
know. And then people on the left will say, do you hate school children? Do you want to kill school children?
Mm,
Because if you, like, maybe you're not the one, but if you enable self-driving, someone somewhere is an idiot. And as we all know, yes, there's always bad
mm,
drivers. um,
yeah.
and they'll say, and it'll just be boom. It'll be like, do you hate freedom? Do you hate school children?
Yeah.
Those will be
Oh man.
the
The
hyperbolic
extremes.
arguments, the extreme arguments that
Yeah.
people use.
And we'll find ourselves in the middle.
Yeah, and we'll find ourselves in the middle, seeing the pros and cons. Because as it is, even though the argument doesn't exist yet, I see pros and cons.
Yep.
Like
Yeah, I mean, less like you
I
wouldn't
love
be.
to
Yep.
drive. Like I
Yeah.
love driving. You love driving, dude. We've had some of our best conversations as
Oh
friends
man.
in a Del Taco parking lot, driving around at 2 a.m., blasting our favorite music, screaming. Like, that's like think
You
about.
sped past that cop at like
Yeah, I got
90
pulled over
miles
by
an
that
hour.
cop. Yeah, going
And then
like
she was like, pull over, and you went like 5 lanes in one. You just
yeah,
and she was
yeah.
like, why did you do that? And you were like,
I
well,
don't know.
I wanted to get over.
um and like as ridiculous and absurd and whatever, like those are special moments that we
Yeah.
share.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be the same if you were in a self-driven car. I
You
think
play
for the
games
most part.
though. It's new experiences, right? I mean,
Yeah,
you could now do whatever you want. Like you can
yeah,
really hang out. Like you could spend
true.
quality time with your kids in the car.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
a good point. Well,
anyway.
and I as someone that loves to drive, I'm on the side of, you know what, if everyone could have a self-driven car and you could reduce auto fatalities by 95%, yeah, I would say
Yeah.
yes. Because I
And if
think
they're solar powered, right? Something like that
yeah.
too
Oh,
probably
well, I
has
think
to
it'll be
come into play.
hydrogen, actually. I think it's gonna be
Hydrogen?
hydrogen. Yeah, I think it's funny that
Yeah, that's
gas
right.
is so cheap right now, that, gas is under $1 in Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma or somewhere. Yeah.
Oh wow. No, I didn't know
Because gas is way down.
that.
And you've probably noticed. Gas is way down. But I think gas is gonna be replaced by hydrogen, and that's obviously the most abundant resource in the universe is hydrogen.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're gonna have any issue having, I don't know how you would call it, but like gas hydrogen
Yeah.
being used by cars. But yeah, I mean, I think, as someone that loves, I don't know how we got here, but yeah, I hope that everything becomes self-driving,
Yeah.
but it'll only work really efficiently if everything's self-driving.
Exactly.
Once they're all self-driven, the cars can communicate with each other, and honestly, the cars can go real fast.
Yeah.
You
I've
know what I
seen
mean?
some.
And they could be close. They could be
Yeah.
95 miles per hour going bumper to bumper, because even though you don't see anything connecting them, there are millions of bits of information connecting those cars.
Yep.
And so you could, because like traffic exists because of human error.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
mean, even if you took the 405 in Los Angeles and you reduced 2 lanes, if you had machines doing it, machines would still be able to figure out a way to at least go 55.
Yep. That's
You know?
beautiful. There's another pro. I think a con though, I've seen in a couple movies already so far that, right, people are going home, they're driving, and all of a sudden like their car just turns around. Right? Someone
Yeah,
takes control of their car,
hacking. Yeah,
hacking, and takes them to a dangerous area, and then they,
that's
right,
true.
someone takes their
No,
car. So then that's the
that's true, because
conversation.
people crash computers. So what if hackers crash servers all the time?
They take your incredible Tesla.
Yeah,
They take it, they drive it to their
yeah.
house
I
and
imagine that if there was a law that you had to have a self-driving car, there would have to also still be sort of this emergency rights concept where
mm,
you can turn off the machine and you can take control of it. But of course, then on the flip side, it gets scary if the cars are going 90 to know that some idiot could just decide to take
override.
control of the
Oh,
car. And it's like, as humans, we're not capable of going bumper to bumper at 90 miles per hour. Our reaction time is not quick enough.
yeah, those are going to be interesting conversations.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get to be a part of them, dude.
Oh, I think we will. I
Yeah,
think that
10
it's,
years.
I think 10 years from now.
10
Yeah.
years.
I think by 2030, this will, I mean, I think that the horrific, you know, the horrific, I don't know if it's necessarily going to be a school bus, but the horrific moment will probably happen in the next 6 or 7 years to spark off the real debate.
Mm.